Better.RedRoom Podcast, and we're back with episode 16. My name is Naomi, and this is my co-host, Toph. And today's episode is going to be on how Atlanta got so gay, the Atlanta Pride edition. So we're still in the same location. Yes. But hopefully you're streaming us through Spotify now, and not through IG Live. But this is the Atlanta Pride edition, and we just wanted to highlight Atlanta's history. We're going to mention some landmarks.
Yes.
The history of Atlanta Pride.
Yeah.
We missed Atlanta Black Pride.
We did.
But
because if you didn't know, we're Black.
We're clearly,
and we're gay.
And we're gay. Hopefully you knew that. If you didn't know that,
we just came out.
We just came out. But you want to start?
No, you can go ahead. Ladies first.
Okay. So the history of Atlanta Pride, basically in the late 60s, civil rights is happening.
Yes.
Clearly Atlanta is a very black city, so civil rights was like the mecca, other than like maybe, Birmingham. But in the late 60s, there was really like a need for gay safe spaces.
Facts.
And most people that were in the LGBT community kind of just did DIY things. So backyard barbecue,
house
parties. That was pretty much it. But towards the 70s, things were changing politically, and people were like, we need, real safe spaces. We're seen as basically, safety hazards in society, and we're just trying to be ourselves. The fuck?
Exactly.
And so in Atlanta, there was a group called, what is it called? The Georgia Gay Liberation Front, and they started a DIY march. It really started off not really as a parade. It was just a march, and it was like summer of 71.
Post Stonewall.
Yeah. Post Stonewall, yes. Also Stonewall and Martin Luther King and, Robert JFK, like all of that kind of was...
Robert JFK?
Yeah. Wait, was it Robert? Was it Robert late 60s?
No, it was just JFK.
Whatever. There was a lot going on in America. The 60s was real violent, and the 70s, they was like, we need some rights because we don't know what the fuck going on. But anyway.
Facts.
Anyways, they decided to just do a DIY march. They was like, y'all not going to give us our rights. We're just going to demand them. And they weren't approved for any, pride, any like parade permits.
Yeah, well, did you know that it actually only went like for 5 blocks?
Yeah, they had to be on the sidewalk, and they had to follow the traffic lights because they weren't allowed to.
They weren't breaking any laws.
They weren't breaking any laws.
They said, we're already out. I'm not breaking a law.
We're not breaking any laws. And that's kind of like the grassroots start of Atlanta Pride. And slowly throughout the 70s, that's pretty much how it was. It was small, cute little marches throughout the 80s as well, and it just blew up into something that we know now as Atlanta Pride.
I do want to mention, so in 71, a bar that I discovered and went to back in my youth.
Your youth, yeah.
Yeah, in my 20s. In my 20s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Hideaway. It actually was founded in 1971.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then it went all the way until 2023. Wow. So it was up and going for 52 years.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
All of that change.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was called the Hideaway, and it was like in the cut in Ansley Mall. It was so cool. The first time you go there, your first drink is free.
They were like, this is your reparations.
Not even
the
that.
gangs
it was
trying
just
to
like,
kill me. They're
They're literally like an instant like home atmosphere.
Yeah, they were like, we got you.
And to think that it's been there since 1971, literally the beginning of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And it was there that whole time. Is crazy.
Yeah. And then towards the 90s, we see things like Atlanta Black Pride, which started on Labor Day weekend. And, we know corporate Pride Month is June, but Atlanta was like, we're going to do our own shit. We're going to do our own thing. And so that is celebrated in October.
Yeah.
Atlanta Black Pride is celebrated typically around Labor Day weekend.
Yeah, so like September.
But yeah, that's the brief history. And we're going to get into some safe spaces.
Okay? Oh, I do want to mention, I saw that they moved Atlanta Pride in October. I thought it was because the weather's better. And we was going to get heat stroke in the summer.
Yeah.
But it turns out they moved it because it coincides with National Coming Out Day.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you ever participated in National Coming Out Day?
No, I kind of just told my mom, like, hey, I'm a little gay. She was like,
you just told her on a day?
I was just like, I think I should tell you.
Yeah.
And I think you should know.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's what you like? I was like, yeah, so does my sister. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yo, y'all, her sister's really gay.
My sister's a full-on stud. Like, my sister is gay as hell. My sister has always been gay from as long as I can tell. I didn't know she was gay until I was, like, in middle school, but yeah.
You figured it out, though.
I figured it out.
You knew.
Just like my aunt. Remember I told you? Like, my aunt, she just
who's very much gay.
She's very, clearly.
Yeah, and they were roommates.
They were roommates. She was living with a full-on woman, and I was just like, that's just my aunt. Like, those are my aunts. I don't know what you're talking about. I was very innocent.
No, that's cute.
That's how you know I was never persuaded. I'm gay for real. Anyways. But some of the landmarks I want to mention that were really, really key markers for Atlanta's pride is just Midtown Atlanta, just like all of Midtown.
It's gay.
It's very gay. It always
Midtown.
has been. And apparently Atlanta has just always been a really gay mecca. Piedmont Park.
That's where the
Cheshire
first
Briar.
march ended, was Piedmont Park.
Yeah.
Which is why it continues to be kind of like a hub
for it. Yeah.
For like, pride, gay stuff.
Yeah. It's in the history. A few just shout outs. There was a gay magazine started by actually the front man for the first march, Bill Smith. He had a newspaper called the Atlanta, what was it called?
His name's just Bill Smith.
How did I forget? Yeah, his name is Bill Smith.
It's just Bill Smith?
Yeah, it's just Bill Smith. But he had a gay magazine.
Is it still going?
Just a little, no. A little bit in the 70s. And it reached out all over Georgia. At first, they were like...
Oh, they did all of Georgia?
Yeah. At first, they were like, oh, it's just, Atlanta. But then they reached out from Georgia all the way to, like, Tennessee.
That's important.
The Atlanta Barb. That's what it's called.
BARB?
Barb. Like if you're a fan of Nicki Minaj, yes.
Really?
Yeah, and then they changed it into just the Barb because then it kind of became like a Southeast thing versus just Atlanta or just Georgia. Really cute.
That is important, though.
Yeah, they had like list of different performers, different gay businesses that you can go
like
to.
Advertise for? Or like safe places?
Safe places, businesses that were like, will take your business if you're gay, like we don't fucking care. It was just like a cute little thing. Like they had like some a phone number that you can call if you were like new to the city and you needed like,
oh my god,
like places to go,
because this is before the internet.
This is before the internet. You gotta have everything in person, like on paper.
Yeah, so literally the newsletter was like a lifeline.
They were like, are you gay?
Wow.
Are you in Atlanta?
Yeah.
We're your people.
Right.
Fuck with us.
Period.
But yeah.
No, that's so cool.
But
though.
Talking about safe spaces and different plugs, community, safe spaces, and hobbies. There's so many. I feel like when people think about gay pride or just like gay events in general, it's always nightclubs, which of course there's gonna be nightclubs, right? But then you gotta have the extracurriculars and the sports and the hobbies, and
where gay people can be gay.
And they don't have to be
overstimulated. There's no drinking.
There's sober gay people.
I mean,
not all gay people do drugs.
Allegedly.
We actually don't know.
They did drugs.
Allegedly.
I've never done anything. Mom.
So,
Never.
Of course, there's always bars, restaurants, lounges, but there's also bookstores and social groups and trans basketball teams and gay
shout out Zero.
soccer teams. Yeah, shout out to Zero. I know there's like a roller skating group that I used to like roller skate with.
Oh yeah. I actually I met some really good friends. There was a trans skateboarding group. when I first got my skateboard. I got my skateboard for my birthday. Same summer, there was a trans skateboarding thing. I met a whole bunch of trans people.
That's how you met Zero.
No, that's not how I actually just went to the skate park a random day and Zero was there. And I said, I clocked you. And then he was like, and I said,
yeah. It's like that thing with black people, or like, we get it.
The black people head nod.
Yeah.
If you could tell if they're cool. That happened to us recently.
Wow.
We were in a really white space.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pointing to the producer. We were in a really white space, and we were walking down the sidewalk, right? Yeah, and we were looking, right? There's not that many black people in Roswell, right?
Yeah.
So we're looking,
unfortunately,
and we're like, because sometimes black people, they won't look at you.
Yeah.
They won't nod. No. They won't smile.
Yeah.
This couple did all three.
It's all
this couple did all three.
Cute.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was nice. We even said words.
Wow.
Yeah. Say, oh, how you doing?
That's like old school, social communication. Like,
no, I know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I almost even waved. They were really friendly.
LOL.
Yeah. There's actually a lot of gay social clubs.
Yeah.
Like,
I was ready to get into them.
Oh, you're ready to get into
I was about to get
I can't get into it?
Okay,
no, go ahead. Which one?
I was going to mention one. There's this group on Instagram. They haven't done much lately, but it's called Quiet Queers. Basically where they host like different events, or they just like are a group that gets together and goes to different events. And they're low stimulation, so they had like a rug making thing, like workshop. They went to the museum for a few things. Like there's just cute little things where you can meet people that are just like you, but it's not at a rave or at a party.
It's giving introvert.
Yes, for the introverted gays. Yeah. The gays that are just like, I'm just gay, but I don't have to be out wilding, because that's just not what I'm really into.
That's fair.
And that's fine.
Yeah, a lot of times it does kind of feel forced that people have to. If I'm gonna see gay people, now I have to go to the club.
You don't though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Unless Natalie's really nice and goes to the club with me. She's not. She's not into it. Yeah.
I'll fill in Natalie. He's fine. He's fine.
There's the group that I was gonna talk about. So there's like, it's called Q&A. It's a queer and Asian group. I'm not in it because I'm not Asian. Yeah, but there is a group where they literally get together and they have like food events, and they'll go hiking or on trips. Cute. And then there's a similar thing for Latinx folk where they will also go camping, and they'll go to events, and they'll be like, oh, let's all go to this concert together in order for them to like forge community. Yeah. Because like, technically we are all minorities in this, but like, I do feel like Black media is definitely more at the forefront. Therefore we have more visibility. Yeah. So for then people to be able to be like, oh, I'm going to be Asian with my Asian folks. Yeah. I'm going to go be Latinx with my Latinx folks. That's important.
I mean, I definitely feel like, people talk about, well, we need to be more inclusive. We need to be, all together. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But we have to understand that there is like a huge divide in society. And there's just like, the cultural differences make a difference. And so if I don't feel 100%, like included, accepted, I can create my own safe space. Exactly. I feel like that's literally what gay people do. So in general, there's just different subsets. And
once you get that intersection, it's really important.
Yes, that's the word.
I don't want to use the S word, but Atlanta is a little segregated.
Oh yeah, Atlanta is very segregated.
I don't want to use the S word.
Atlanta's segregated by income, by race, by interest, all of it.
Yeah. And like, even the queer community is kind of segregated.
Oh no, definitely.
Yeah.
1000%. There's events that we go to and we're like, this is a white event.
Yeah. There's events that we go to where I'm literally just like, this is just for gay men.
This is just for gay men. And when I deep dive into a lot of the history, that was kind of like the thing I saw, that it was a lot of, when it first started, it was mainly catered towards gay white men. Yeah. And so white lesbian women were like, we not finna be in these spaces. Like, we don't even like men. The fuck?
Wow.
So not sexually. So it's just like they wanted to create their own spaces, and it just became, there was like the lesbian march, and then they were like, okay, we're gonna do the bi, and now we're gonna do the trans, and we're gonna do the pan. You know, everybody just has to find their own little subset and their little own intersection, but then we all come together, and that's the great cute little part about it.
Yeah, I do think it's important that, at least in Atlanta, it can be 50-50.
Yeah.
There are events that we go to at night, like dance clubs, where you could be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
There's gay guys, gay girls, and then there's lots of question marks in here, and we love that.
We love that.
Yeah. But then there are other events where we're just like,
hey. I love Shaka Khan, and the last time I just went to Shaka Khan.
Oh, how was it?
It was actually
You never told me
good.
about it. Yeah. Where was it at?
It was at Underground. I missed when they were at Pullman Yards, but you know, they trying to gentrify.
They got too big
now,
for.
So they did get.
They got
too big
for Pullman Yards, which is crazy.
But they're trying to, you know, fix up Underground now. So I guess it's gonna be together in a few years. But I mean, that to me, I remember you telling me you went to a few of the first events, and it was more.
It was in a parking lot, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right near Pond City Market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was at 8-Arm. It was at an 8-Arm parking lot across the street from Chipotle.
And what was the crowd then? Like, what was the demographic?
The demographic was, it was mostly just gay men and queers. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like
now it's just like
it's like queers off to this, because it happens at parties, right?
It does.
It's just like gay men. There's white gay men don't know how to dance.
Yeah.
White gay men, they can dance.
They can dance.
Right.
They can get down.
Black gay men.
Yeah.
Always know how to dance. The bougie ones.
Yeah.
The bougie ones are the ones that will shake their ass.
Yeah. And then the ones that stand on the wall.
The ones that stand on the wall.
There's just a separate.
But here's the whole thing. They all spend their money. And that's why Shaka Khan Hacienda is working.
Yeah.
That's why it's working.
Yeah. But when I went, I was just like, this is more, you know, everybody's here, but this is more catered towards gay men, just in general. I can't even say white men, but
just gay men.
Just gay men in general.
Yeah.
And I don't hate that.
I actually don't.
I really don't hate that. But then I go to other events like All Atlanta, which I think is great.
Oh,
but that is a black, like, queer, lesbian, trans event. Like, it don't be nobody else in there.
Yeah,
like,
honestly.
No, and I love that.
I've seen the Instagrams.
Yes.
It's intimidating.
It's intimidating. I went to their first
in a good
event.
way.
I went to their first event like in 2022, and I was like, the bitches is out, but damn, like I don't know.
All of a sudden you're just. I've seen like, pictures, and I like literally me and this guy, we were looking at the pictures. We were like, I gotta go get some new shoes.
No, the bitches is fine. And I need a little intimidating.
My shoes aren't clean enough for this. Maybe we should go plan it. Maybe we gotta go get fitted.
Yeah. Like I went there and J Sport was DJing, which we love.
Yeah, we love J Sport.
And I was just like dancing to the music, and I'm looking around, like people looking at you looking at. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I feel like a piece of meat. Like,
yeah, they're like, oh, I'm gonna take you home.
No, literally.
As soon as she done dancing, I'm gonna talk to her.
Yeah. But yeah, different
I'm
communities.
trying to think about another space. Oh, we went to First Fridays. On a Saturday.
Ooh.
Me, Natalie, Kshaya, Zaina, Nomi, Kai. Is that everybody?
I would say that's all of y'all.
That's a lot of people, right?
That's a lot of folks.
We're all POC, right?
Yeah.
We go to First Fridays. We walk in there, just long-haired lesbians with jerseys and snapbacks.
The Hey
White
Mamas.
ones.
The Hey Mamas.
The Hey Mamas.
The Hey Mamas.
It was just Hey Mamas.
That is hell to me. That's scary. That is scary. No, that's scary. I mean, there's safe spaces for everybody, but that has to be scary. I'd have been like,
there's intimidating and there's scary. Y'all need to know the difference.
They're spooky and scary.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's safe spaces for everybody, and we can make jokes about it because we're gay. Fuck off, not playing.
Oh, I do want to say though, shout out to the Hey Mamas if you're watching. All one of you. I really like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
really like you, just you.
Anyways, moving along, I wanted to talk about some landmarks in Atlanta.
Okay,
as far as,
like brick and mortar landmarks, or like,
well, really not even landmarks. You know the nightclubs. Let's
you want
to?
Okay,
we're
talking
gonna talk
nightclubs?
about the nightclubs and some of the old nightclubs that I kept fucking just stumbling upon.
Oh my god!
I mean, there was a huge list of nightclubs that
we never even
catered.
got to.
We never got to go to because we either weren't born or we just didn't fucking know about it.
Yeah, or I was 8.
And now it's closed because they rent went up. And I don't fucking know.
Yeah, the Atlanta didn't want us to be gay.
Yeah,
they didn't want us to be gay and
that's
great.
Another thing. Like, what was so fucking crazy about the history I was looking into, like, in the 70s, like, being gay in Georgia was illegal. And they were literally raiding gay bars like crazy. And I'm just like, can y'all fucking chill? But no, it was the 70s and it was
deep really
South Georgia.
Yeah.
Deep South Georgia. But one of those places was actually Mrs. P's, which still exists. It's in the basement of the Wiley Hotel, which is right next to Ponce City Market. And they started off as, I forget what it was called. It was like Peaches something. But then they changed it to Mrs. P. And they were like one of the first, they weren't a gay bars technically, but they catered towards gay folks. And then it kind of just became like a gay known like place. And it still exists. It's now a restaurant. At the bottom of the Wiley Hotel or in the Wiley Hotel.
Oh, okay.
And it was really, really cute. But
okay.
also...
Is it... So it used to be a club, but now it's a bar? Or it used to be a club bar,
been a bar.
And then now it's a restaurant?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm here now. Okay.
And then the Celebrity Club, which actually just burned down. I just found out today.
Because we were just talking about that.
It's right next to the old Kodak building off Ponce de Leon, and
across from the Krispy Kreme that burns down.
Across from the Krispy Kreme that burned down twice. That Shaquille O'Neal owns. Yes,
they should have known it was gonna burn down.
They should have known it was gonna burn down. But it used to be the Celebrity Club, which RuPaul used to perform at as well when she lived in Atlanta. And then it turned into the Eagle, and that's
Shout
also
out the Eagle.
a gay,
It's a gay leather bar.
Yeah, it's a gay leather bar.
Yeah.
But then they weren't at that location anymore since it's burned down. But now it's burned down, and those were just a few. The
ones that you know about
places that I was like, I probably would have loved to hear.
We should go to the Eagle actually.
I want to go to like some really gay ass bar, like gay male bars, just to be there.
You want to go to gay male?
I just want to go and see.
You know what?
I'm sorry, the Bulldog, or is that what it's called?
You want to go to Bulldog?
Yeah.
That's like 90% gay men
that are black. I just want to see what the vibe is.
Yeah.
I just want to know what.
You just want to know the vibes.
I just want to know the vibe.
That's perfectly fine. We can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't mind because I've actually gone through my gay guy male club era.
Phase?
Yeah, era.
Oh,
it wasn't no phase. It was an era.
Heard.
Yeah, they knew about me.
Yeah.
I got in for free.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I knew the door people.
Oh.
My people knew their people.
No, it's nice to be plugged in.
It was nice.
It
nice.
Is a little nice to be plugged in.
Yeah, I'm not going to say what year it was. It was problematic. But if you know, you know. And if you don't, that's not even me anymore. Okay. Don't even worry about that. That's not even me.
Anyways.
That's like 3 names ago. It don't even matter.
Literally, quite literally.
It's I'm onto a new alias.
Don't dead name him, okay? The fuck?
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. But you wanted to talk about the Backstreet? Which was a 24/7 club.
Crazy.
Which is an insane concept to me because I just don't.
They had a 24/7 liquor license.
That's insane.
Because I thought it was going to be like, they couldn't. You know how sometimes you can't serve alcohol at a certain time on Sunday?
Yeah.
Didn't matter.
24
hours.
We actually don't give a fuck about your religion.
Come
get a drink.
Crazy.
Come get fucked up.
Yeah.
On a Monday afternoon.
It was literally 3 floors.
Whoa.
It was 3 floors.
Wow.
One of the floors was just for cabaret.
Wow.
Just for cabaret performances.
This is...
You just thinking about what we don't have.
It's like the only thing that we can do now is just have like basement parties, which is fine. DIY shows, which is fine.
We could do it outside. Outside's free.
I'm sorry. We missed that era of like clubbing where it was like a fucking like a show to just go to the club rather than buy this section, get this $200 bottle type shit, which I mean I'm not really going to them type of clubs, but I just would have loved to experience that type of clubbing.
I mean
that's insane.
Okay, but the bottle service clubbing, have you tried that?
I have. It's
you
ass.
don't like it?
The bottles be watered down. The bitches be rude. Don't pour me nothing. Actually, go sit down because you're pissing me off.
We need to get you with the gay guys, because when the gay guys do pop bottles in the section, with the
I've only gone to
the drinks be cold.
I've only gone to straight.
They got water.
Yeah, they gonna treat you right.
They do.
No, the bottle girls, they be attitudes. Yeah, sour as hell.
It's just femboys and tops. That's all. That's all that was in the section. And everybody was Brazilian.
Oh.
Yeah.
We still going to Brazil?
Yeah, we still going to Brazil.
Okay. LOL.
Yeah.
Back to the back street.
You know what? I was so I was watching this interview. So it was like a family lineage, right? The Vera family. They just owned gay bars. Oh, wow. They owned gay bars in Massachusetts and in Atlanta.
That was a lit family.
That's what I'm saying. And it went down 3 generations. Like, they still are, like, involved in the gay community and owning, like, spaces, gay spaces. And one thing that they told me about was that, so, at the back street, outside, line out the door.
Out the ass.
Right? Friday and Saturdays. Super long line.
Yeah.
You could pay $20 to skip the line.
What?
And then you pay
$20 a regular cover now.
That's what I'm saying. You pay $20 to skip the line, and then you pay to get in.
Ooh.
So they were making extra money on top of that. Yeah.
Wow.
And then, like, essentially because it was 24 hours, straight people are going there too.
Yeah.
They apparently, like, happy hour drinks, they had to make a law that you couldn't do happy hour drinks anymore because they were selling 25-cent shots.
That is
They were selling, there was a club across
25
town.
25 cents?
Literally, a club across town was like, we're selling 50-cent shots.
Get fucked up on $2.
And then literally Backstreet was like, we can do one better. We can do 25 cents.
Yeah. That is hilarious. They were like, we're a monopoly. You can't fuck with us.
No, literally.
And they were like, we actually need to make a law.
Yeah.
This is insanity.
They're just like, we need to go to the big guys.
We need to go to legislation.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see what LOL. Okay, so most of the parties that we were talking about earlier, right, weren't necessarily brick and mortar like Backstreet is. Yeah. Right, but most of them are like, is there a space that's available? Yeah. We're gonna bring people here. Yeah. Because we were talking about how Shaka Khan Hacienda is we already mentioned 3 places that it's been at. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So between that, like Club Morph is always at somewhere new. Yeah. Somewhere random.
Haven't done anything.
They haven't done. They've been traveling.
I was about to say they're doing their own little things. Like Leon's just opened up for Fred again last night.
Swear.
Yes.
Swear. Yeah, first Beyonce, now Fred again.
Literally was opening for Beyonce.
Wow.
Yeah, Club Morph is doing big things.
Shout out to you, Leon. Yeah, go ahead.
That what I am seeing is that it's not really. I mean, we have Mary's and EAV, and you know we have
Blake's, we have 10,
you know
MSR.
What I'm saying? But there's a huge move for what did you say? Nomadic parties, just curated parties, and they're just like throwing it at different venues where queer folks are making spaces for queer folks. Yeah, and
it's more it's like a pop-up, like
it's kinda, a pop-up, yeah,
like a party. It'll be here. It might not be here next week. It might not be here next month.
Yeah.
Like, we'll have the party again. It's just not going to be here.
Yeah. A few on that list, like we said, Club Morph, Sushia, which the person that used to host that actually moved to New York.
So let's talk about Nomadic.
I know, talk about Nomadic. But they said they were probably still going to do some events. Gimmick, Gorp, she runs Gimmick.
Oh my gosh, she does.
She does. I actually need to go to one of her events, but her other sets always go off. Yeah. Saturn, and then Southern Fried Queer Pie, we know them. They always got events.
They actually having a party tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Did they ever break ground on their warehouse?
You know what? They put so much money into that, and they actually took away their license. And like now they don't have that space anymore. Damn. Yeah, essentially they ended up putting the price of that location so high that they're just like, it's not worth it anymore.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, so it's really tough for us to get like
brick and mortar spaces.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And then that's a whole nother conversation about changing Atlanta and how that's a whole nother podcast episode.
It really is.
But yeah, damn, I hate that.
I know.
But
on a lighter note, I would like to shout out line dancing at Heretic.
Oh yeah.
It was a lot of fun with me and our friends. We went. It was gay.
It was gay.
They're really nice. They will come up to you and try to teach you to dance because they will see you struggling. They saw me struggling, and then they would tell me what direction to move, and I was still struggling, but they stuck with me the whole song. Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
But I think, we could probably close out the podcast.
I'm going to be celebrating this Atlanta Pride. I'm going to go to a hardcore show tomorrow, and then I might be doing some... my job is probably doing some type of, promotion. But there's so many different events going on this weekend.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and Natalie and I were going to go to the dance party for Southern Fried Queer Pride tomorrow. And then we're also going to go to the parade on Sunday.
Okay, cool. Yeah. If I'm off, I might go. But
to the parade?
Yeah.
You should go to the parade. Yeah. We could stand and get free stuff.
We can. I've never been to any Pride parade.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
We just talked about it.
We just talked. This is why I wanted to do it, because I was like, I've never been. I would really like to go, and I just wanted to research it. Okay. So, all right. I would love to go. So if I'm available, I definitely would love to.
Yeah, we can do that. It starts at 12.
Yeah. Okay. Bet.
All right. So, one song that you would have loved to hear in the club back in the day.
Our faves. Okay. So one song that I would love to hear is ladies in the home, the full of Bills. Wait, is that Bills? Jumpin'. What the fuck am I talking about? Jumpin' by Destiny.
Jumpin'. You literally just said that earlier.
Yeah, I just said it. I'm so sorry. I didn't write it down.
I would have loved to hear Every Time We Touch.
And every time we
in the club.
Oh yeah, that would have been crazy. That would have went too crazy.
I would have had my moment. I would have been like, yeah, that would have been crazy.
What about a modern song? What modern song would you have loved to hear?
I to be fair, I was out during the vid, so it was actually really fun to sing WAP in the club for the first time.
Oh wow.
When WAP dropped.
Wow.
Oh.
I can imagine.
Oh
yeah.
We had a blast.
Yeah, I can imagine. For me, I think I would love to hear Club Classics.
At the club? By Charlie XCX?
Club Classics. Yeah.
That was
a cute little album. It was a cute little album.
She's releasing a new one.
She what?
She's releasing a new one.
It's a remix.
It's like the same one, but it's not.
The same one, but it's not. Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to hear that.
Yeah, all right.
But wrapping up, we're just being gay, and we just discussed, Atlanta's Pride.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully you're,
you stuck with
doing
us.
Some history research yourself.
You're coming to Atlanta.
Yeah,
you're being gay.
Yeah, and you're being gay. No, but on a serious note, I have never, again, like I said, been to a Pride parade, but I will make it my mission to go to one, because I've honestly always thought it's been very corporate and very cheesy to go to queer pride events, but looking into the history, it's people really put their lives on the line for us to do what we be ourselves. So it's why would I not want to honor these people? So honor an old queer person and enjoy your pride.
Hug an elder.
Yeah. Make a meal for your queer friends and.
Oh.
Yeah. This was episode 16
of Better.RedRoom Podcast.
We'll be back for episode 17 soon.
Yeah, my name's Toph.
I'm Naomi.
Yeah, we had a great time. Oh, shout out to the producers.
We got Alex. Our guest producer today is Alex. We have Natalie. And then Mr. Boobop is somewhere. He is a precious little cat.
Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yeah,
but he's a precious little cat somewhere. But yeah, this was Better.RedRoom Podcast. Thank you for staying with us.
Bye.
Bye.